country. I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country.
Welcome back to At Home. We're back with Chef Mike Benninger from Time Management, and we are using, of course, local produce again, peaches, which are just so yummy and fantastic. And I was just with a peach farmer actually down in Niagara about a week ago, and he said, you know, you buy them, they pick them ripe and ready to go, so buy them and eat them. Do something with them.
It's one of those things. It's kind of like when it comes to peaches, like the strawberries. There's a window in time when they're perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Now there's a couple weeks before, a couple weeks after when they're not as good, but there's a window in time when they're perfect. And when they have that chance,
sweetness
and they're juicy.
Exactly, and you want to use them. And one of the dishes that I find, if I'm going to not bake them into a cobbler or into a cake, is to do a peaches flambe.
Is this going to involve cream?
A little bit of whipped cream.
Good. Because to me, you gotta have whipped cream with your
a little bit.
Or ice cream.
And some chocolate sauce. And some fresh berries from Ontario.
All right.
So what I've got here, I've got some butter that's heating up in the pan here. And we're a little quiet, but the pan should be a little hotter, but we'll be okay because we haven't got that much time.
Okay. It's an at-home
it's okay.
pan.
These are just some Ontario peaches. I just took those there, quartered them. I'm not going to worry about getting all the little red bits out of the inside. If for a client, I would, but the red looks okay in camera, so we're
okay. We're fine with them.
In here, a bit of melted butter, a little bit of brown sugar, just literally this much. Just because it adds a little bit of caramel to it, adds a little bit of color, and melts into the butter. Put this in, and hear that sizzle?
Yeah.
You actually want that sizzle. You actually want the peaches to kind of get heated up like that, because when you heat them up, you actually release some of the sweetness.
Oh.
And what's going to happen is the sugar I put in is going to kind of create a little bit of a syrup when it mixes with the butter and the peach juice.
So how long would you have that sitting there?
Well, normally I'd be doing this during like a dinner party. If I was having a dinner party, I'd have this big flourish, and of course I'd be talking away about the evening and getting all long and drawn out, and probably go a little, say 3 minutes, 4 minutes, just so people could have time to enjoy what I'm talking about as well as the whole thing. Usually describing how to pick a good peach. Is it firm to the touch, preferably from Ontario? If you have to use canned ones, when to buy them, to buy the organic ones, that kind of a thing.
Right.
So here we are, cooking down, and literally this is as much work as this dish actually takes. What goes in it to finish, though, is a bit of your favorite liqueur. I'm a big fan of Grand Marnier. I think it actually works the best with the
it's because of that bit of orange essence to it,
exactly.
right? With
the orange brings that. That Cointreau doesn't have that same thing, triple sec.
Right.
They don't have that. I actually like what the Grand Marnier does. Plus, it also has the advantage of flaming at the right temperature, and that's important. I'm going to finish this off with some whipped cream. This is one of these funky whipped cream dispensers. Now, if you haven't got one of these at home, they're about $60.
Matt doesn't have tools, but he has one of those.
You got one of these?
Oh yeah, just
mainline one of these.
My mouth and away it goes. Yeah.
They're about $60. I take them to clients all the time. You put whipped cream inside, some vanilla bean, put the lid on tight, put the gas cartridge on, and the little hiss.
Oh yeah.
Give it a shake. It's done. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's the entire thing for making whipped cream.
Did you get any on you?
Yes,
yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'll save it for later.
So this has been cooking now for a few minutes. Ideally like to go a little bit longer, but we're a bit pressed, so we can't do that.
It's TV. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
That's right. Time is always
well, unfortunately, my gas burner's in my garage somewhere. I packed away for the move. So here's some Grand Marnier. If you have an open flame, never add from the bottle. Always add from a separate vessel.
Okay.
I think I did that actually a couple weeks ago.
If the flame goes back up, you've got a lot less fuel.
You got a flamethrower, a bomb or something.
You got a lot less fuel to actually burn. What you want to do is you want to add off the heat. Ideally, this is warm first.
Yeah.
So what you do is you add it off. Here's sizzle for a couple seconds. Toss your fruit in it. And then a bit of a flame. Now, I'm not sure how that shows up on camera. There you go.
Yeah, you
on
can
camera.
see it. Look at that.
Right there. Now, this, again, you cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. That burns off the alcohol. Never burns all of it off, but it burns off a significant proportion of it. So kids can have this without any problem. Not get your kids loaded on the Grand Marnier.
No.
So, take your peaches.
I'm gonna get drunk off peaches.
Now, this I usually serve as part of a 5-course dinner party menu. So this is, the last course of a fairly large menu. People are kind of full by then, so I don't go too crazy as far as the portion size goes. That's about 2 peaches. I would take a few berries, scatter them around, just on top for a little bit of presentation. A couple of some of my whipped cream, made fresh. Oops. There we go.
All right.
Just a little bit of whipped cream here.
Oh yeah.
And top with a couple of blueberries, because blueberries are always good for you. All the time. It's very, very healthy, high in antioxidants. You must have some good things in your dessert.
Yes.
And
whipped cream's high in antioxidants too, isn't it, Mike?
and my last favorite is the chocolate drizzle.
Oh, look at that.
I think this
Yes.
makes the dish right here.
It's all about presentation, isn't
All
it?
about that right there.
Yeah. And that's simple, but very effective.
Peaches flambe made from scratch in real time. Took a grand total of what, 3, 4, 5 minutes?
Awesome.
Wow.
And you're
Simple
left
and
with a
easy
jar
to
of
do.
chocolate. Perfect.
The amazing Mike.
Yes, let's put up your information, Mike, so people can find you. Of course, again, as you say, hosting dinner parties. That's a great way to go, especially coming into the fall and Christmas season. Timemanagement.ca.